Black man, you're the type of guy that I wanted to ask this question. We're trying to talk about building a Wakanda.
Building?
A Wakanda back home for a new African civilization. As Black van man,
would I be welcome being born in this country?
That's a good question, you know. That is a good question.
Being born here?
No.
No.
No. First, you need to have a detoxing. After you have your detoxing, yeah, detoxing.
Detoxing of what?
Woo!
What makes you assume that I need detoxing?
I think that every single one of us inside of Western society needs a detoxing. So it's not just on you; it's all of us.
Alright, what would you say that I need a detoxing?
I don't know you personally. I'm saying that we. I'm saying I don't know you personally, but I know that definitely you, you and me, we all need to be detoxed from the system of society that we've been brought up in, all right, in order to go into a perfect society. Because otherwise we're going to be bringing our mess from the past into that perfect society, and that will crumble straight away.
Where's the perfect society?
The perfect society is in the conception of our minds, and then afterwards it's in the materialization
there is no perfect
of the
society right now.
No.
We go back to Africa right now.
No.
It's not perfect society,
No.
is it?
No.
We're in England, you said we need to detoxify.
Yes.
So wouldn't you just say that every human needs to detoxify?
100%.
And just reevaluate
100%.
in the way that they think?
100%.
Yeah.
100%. But because we're not speaking about everybody else right now, we're speaking about Africans in the diaspora, or Africans and Africans in the diaspora. We're going to keep it into that context, and we're trying to create a foundation of how we would create that utopia for ourselves.
It's just a sidetrack. I think it's quite funny because I saw a comment on slide that was talking about Africans have made no contributions and they mean nothing in terms of what they've done. Which I think is quite laughable. I don't know if the person is still writing the comments, but I think it's quite funny because
the question is, what ain't we done?
Exactly. When you look at pop culture, when you look at popular culture, and you look at what is the most emulated culture in terms of music? Exactly. When you look at rock and roll, Elvis in the South, in Graceland, what is he listening to? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like I was having a debate with one of the what do you call it? The European individuals. Who was,
we understand. We're speaking cold, sis. Sorry. We're speaking cold. We're speaking cold.
Yeah, because I wanted to say.
Come on, Moto. You know Moto. You know Moto.
Yeah, and he was talking about when we talk about when cultures meet, inevitably they share things. And so when black people were singing in the fields and the plantation owners heard it, so therefore they were influenced by that, and then that kind of gave rise to when we say influence, we mean
rock and roll, early
they were
balloons.
singing, everyone would pay them, and then the black people at the back they get nothing. But they were adamant that with things like music, you can't have ownership over that. So in that regard, you can't copyright that. So in that regard, then if black people have not contributed materially, like when they bring up Shakespeare and all those other white people, they said there is no black person that's like that. So our only claim is hip hop music and all those things. Yeah.
Oh, sorry, guys. I was going to say one thing, and this is one thing that I did get from the Wakanda film, which is a very big part. It's the reason why I brought up the whole thing about us getting our artifacts back. Because when you look at all the history, when you look at every history, especially the Europeans, the artifacts and the things they have is it's like the route to help propel their civilization.
Yes.
Greek, Roman, everything.
Anything but artifacts were all stolen. So why are you taking it as your contribution?
I took my little niece to the London Museum and then I went to the African section. I'm thinking, okay, why can't these people return all of this if it belongs to, we know who it belongs to, we know where you got it from.
But not even that.
But this is another thing of interfering.
Sorry, I was going to say, but one of the main parts of the film, especially in Wakanda, is the bit where what's that guy?
Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he goes to the museum. This is the bit that you really know. This is the bit that resonated in my mind. He went to the museum. Remember, he hasn't been to the continent.
He's a diaspora as well.
He was asking the lady questions. Excuse me, like, where's this from? Like, you know, all these things. She was saying this, and he was like, no. But this is from here.
By the way, the museum is in London.
You understand?
Yes. And then you see the woman, the African, the woman showed him.
So what I'm trying to say is, just use it, just understanding that alone is showing you that our youthful generation need to understand their artifacts and where it's coming from, what part, and their history. Because once you deal with that, it will slightly help, you know, bring some sort of clarity into.
I mean, when you look at like the study of Egyptology, so when does going into like the tombs, those were sacred places. So when does history then become like when did grave robbing stop as a concept? When did because would you see me go into Highgate and start digging up people, like, digging up authors or digging up Shakespeare? Do you think people will be like, of course, take it to Africa, show them Shakespeare? Meanwhile, no, that's okay.
I got the gist of what you were saying. You was like, quite basically, you're saying that our culture and our stuff's being hijacked.
Culture appropriation, basically.
And misappropriation. I've just listened for like 5 minutes and that, and I heard a lot of emphasis on this Wakanda thing. Yeah, like, ain't that a Hollywood film? Let me finish. Ain't that a Hollywood film that was created by the white man or like that? So why are we as a people, looking on that and drawing so much inspiration from it to be like, oh, shouldn't we go and build our own of Wakanda? And it, like, it's a figment of someone's imagination. I don't even know who made that.
That's why I said. That's why I said. That's why I made the point. That's why I made the point.
No, I understand what you're saying.
That's why I made the point. It already exists. Yeah. In our various countries within Africa, because people don't go there, they don't know what it's like. They're just talking from an outside point of view and taking from the same media people about the country. Do you know what I'm saying? You're not going to go back to Africa and build nothing new. This is a reality. You're going to go and you're going to conform and assimilate. Do you know what I'm saying? This is the facts. Do you know what I'm saying? Because you, and if anything, we mean not necessarily.
I wouldn't go to Africa and conform and assimilate.
So what would you do?
I'm going to do my thing, innit? Whatever I want to do.
And you think that's not African?
For how long? For how long?
You think that's not African?
Whatever, like, I don't like.
Do you think that's not African though? That's what I'm saying.
Sugar.
To go. Hold on. You've never experienced that before.
I know where I had to come from a few times.
So hold on 1 second. You've got principles that you've never experienced before. Do you know what I'm saying? So now you at least know.
I don't like certain. There's certain things in Africa that I don't like.
Right.
Conform to.
Okay, you wouldn't conform, and you would be allowed to be free and allowed to do what you want to do, and you already know that because you said it.
Don't you think that's the same in this country though as well?
No, fuck that shit, bruv. Are you mad?
You can go in there and go F to the you know who.
And what does that mean?
In the palace or
can you
whatever,
change
you
anything? Can you change anything?
Of course you can.
How?
Do it. What are you talking about?
Change? How are you going to change
anything? If
anything?
you've got the mentality that you can't change nothing, how are you going to change
All right,
anything?
you're in the oppressor's house. You're in his house, right? Right?
I don't see him as an oppressor personally.
Okay.
Yeah.
You're in his house, right? Now you're jumping up and down, making noise, saying, "Oh, I want to." You get me?
I want to what?
I want to be free.
I'm free already. Though.
Oh,
I don't know what you're talking about.
Then the program's worked.
What do you mean?
Oh shit!
I understand that. I understand what you're saying. The program. What program?
Oh shit!
What program?
You don't know what program's running?
No, listen. You're trying to run a game on me, like.
Let's get back on track. No, let's get back on track.
They are trying to run.
Let's go back on track, man.
They are trying to run a game.
In my mind, I'm free. Yeah?
Right.
In my mind, I'm free.
Cool.
I can do what I want. I can go wherever I want. Yeah. In your mind, how are you in prison?
That's what man is
So I'm saying, right now, this is a colonial country. Like they colonized everywhere else.
They did colonize everywhere else.
So when I go home to Africa, they are colonized people. Do you know what I'm saying? Unlike slavery, that only lasted for a particular time. One second. Only like slavery that lasts a particular time. Let's say from the 1400s to the 1600s or whatever, right? Yeah. Being colonized. 1 second. 1 second.
They're like the conditioning and the programming is working. We can see it. God damn it.
No. Am I ignorant?
I'm saying.
Because we were talking about, wait 1 second. We were saying the people, he said the people in Africa are colonialized. Yeah. So I'd say the people in the jungle ain't colonial because they never had no experience.
So the person leaves the jungle.
But they never had no experience.
So they're confined.
No, wait. When he's in the jungle, he never experienced colonialism. He's still there.
So what is he there? What is he while he's there? What is he while he's there then? My brother. What is he while he's there?
What is who?
What is that same guy while he's there? While he's in the bush, separate from. Is he free?
Of course he is, in my opinion, yeah. Why not?
So-
He can do what he wants. Why?
When he goes out,
So he's never
when he goes out, he's suddenly uncivilized.
I'm just saying.
He's free.
No, right, when he's in the jungle,
So those are
if he
labels,
wants to come out and come out into society, and that's his choice. But where he is, there's people, there's societies, there's people in the jungle, yeah. I remember I've never been to Africa, so you right?
Right.
People that,
Yeah, I know.
we could be
We
talking
can tell,
about,
we can
we could
tell,
be
we can
talking
tell.
about.
That's what I'm saying.
Alright,
We can
listen,
tell, we
alright,
can
let's
tell.
just take it to South America,
can tell.
in the Amazon. There's people in the Amazon here
Right.
that have never been discovered.
Right.
Do you understand? They're in there, and they've never seen a white person. They've never seen anybody else.
They soon will though.
Liars.
Pardon?
They soon will though.
Or them shooting at the helicopters that are trying to expose them.
It's getting a smaller and smaller place for them.
There's a lot of natives.
Yeah.
Who's struggling to
Amazonians who
survive
get out
in
and go to the Brazilian government and try to, just like the San people in South Africa, because they like living in the jungles, and to them that's like, this is our life, let us be. But they can't do that.
They can't. They have to
Because
plead
they have to
and
plead
beg
and
to
beg
actually stay in
that
that.
white people
The
can't go
Maasai.
and poach in front of them.
Exactly.
The Maasai, for example, they were kicked out of
Exactly.
Kenya because they refused to conform, and so the Kenyan government was like, well, if you don't want to conform, well, we like they have this mentality where they think that if they shake hands at the UN with white people, then automatically that welcomes them into this group, and that gives them some kind of upper hand from the village Africans or the jungle Africans who don't understand anything.
They get master's favor.
Yeah, exactly. They get the house slave favor, which is, to me, that's another big detriment to black people, especially in the context of Black History Month, where then we start debating on who is free and who isn't free, and because we're free, therefore...
Who cares if you guys don't...
Yeah, because I can say whatever I want.
Ain't it something in your mind?
Okay.
But that's
You're
what
free or
Martin
So
not?
what we're
Luther
trying to
King
say,
said.
what
That's
we're trying to
Malcolm
say
X
about the
said.
Wakandans.
That's
So
what
why would you
Mandela
say that
said.
I'm in prison then?
But
If
that's
it's in
why
my
we're
mind
trying
that
to.
I'm
No,
free.
hold on. We're trying to say that the Wakanda thing is a state of mind.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And also a real physical place.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? So that's where we differ.
Exactly.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I'm saying, you're saying that there's certain things that you don't like that they do in Africa,
And over here as well.
and you haven't been to Africa.
Yeah.
That's significant.
Slavery in Libya. Don't like it.
Those
Right.
aren't done by
Is
Africans.
that by Africa?
Those weren't done.
I just say I don't care who done it. It's
Oh,
in
you don't
Africa.
care
You
now?
asked me a question about in Africa.
Okay.
Now you're getting onto semantics about you said in
No,
or you
because
said
No,
I'm not really like
The
that.
semantics are important because this is Black history.
Yeah.
Well, we're talking about Africa.
Right.
Yeah, you said something in Africa. I
Right.
said I don't like
So I'm
slavery
saying where the
in
Wakanda
Africa.
is-
And you're like, oh, no. So you're putting something onto it when I said something. You said something, I answered it directly what you said. And then you
Yeah,
said,
and
oh,
then
we're talking about Black
But we're
Africa.
clarifying because what you're
There's lots of
saying
things
is
in
a
Africa I
blanket
don't
statement.
agree with. I don't
And
believe
that's
that.
fine, but you
I don't
don't
believe
have-
black people are treating each other with the love and the like
Yeah,
it looks like like you're ripping each other off and it's survival of the fittest. And I don't really subscribe to that.
Really? And you live in England?
Yeah.
The masters of it.
Now see you got a victim mentality
I got
still.
what?
Victim mentality.
Victim of what?
Mentality.
Yeah, victim mentality.
Victim of what?
Because you're like, what did you say to me? I'm like, what? What did you say?
Oh, yo. Hold on.
Bring it back a little bit.
Real quickly. But you know what, yeah? We're going off topic, you know?
I know.
We're
what
going
I'm
off
saying.
topic. Let's get back on topic.
We're trying to build
Get back on
something.
topic.
Yeah.
You see, when I got 4 people
But
talking
it's kind of
to me as
relevant.
well,
It's
yeah,
kind of relevant.
like, it's all good. I ain't got no problem with talking to all of you at the same time. Yeah, I've got no problem talking to you at the same time. Yeah, but when you take something that I say, like we're live now, and I just say one statement, you can't be going, but you said in, or you said or you said thingy.
Cool.
Let's just get back, clarify it, and move on.
Yeah.
It's not about me trying to catch you out, or about me. It's not about me trying to catch you out, or you trying to catch me
But that's what
out.
we were doing.
That's not the game I'm playing.
Because that's what
We're
discourse
not trying
is.
to-
Like, we were trying to have a discourse with you. So we're clarifying your point. So then you weren't just saying.
I hope I'm not coming across as a
No, no,
yeah, we're good.
No,
Yeah,
that's not a debate. We're fine.
Yeah.
It's not a we're
just
not
always-
taking this personally.
We're not taking it personal. We're just trying to clarify.
We're just trying to clarify the point, just in case, because it is, as you say, it is
There are
live.
people
So there might
watching.
people who think that, oh my God, these Africans are
It's
slaving
each other. So it's for the audience as well to clarify
So that's
that
not
that's going on. So they know as well that it's not us
because when we talk
enslaving
about Africa, it's a complicated case. It's not
Yeah.
when we talk about Africans, like. That's a title that was given to us. Africans have never walked around calling each other African.
I think a good point is that if you're going back here, it depends on where you're going. Like obviously, if you know the slavery in North Africa, that's the last place you're
There's
going.
loads
Yeah?
of things I don't agree with in Africa.
Okay, okay.
Africa could be
Give me another one.
amazing continent.
Give me another
You
one.
might not. You
Huh?
if
Give
you
me
go
another
to
one.
North Africa.
What I don't like what's going on. I just feel that Africa's not in the place where it should be.
How? Where? If
It
you've
could be
never
a
been
lot
there.
better.
How? You can't even.
From my perception. I have never been there.
Who gave you the perception?
I have never been there.
Who gave you the perception?
I get, you could say, many different sources. Mainstream media. That's one of them. That's what I'm going to say first. Yeah. Prominently,
Respect.
Mainstream media. That's the first one. And then I'll go on YouTube all day. And then you might do something about Africa, or you might do something about Africa. The world's changed in the fact of how we get information. So it's not just mainstream media I'm going to go and get my information. You get me? I get my information from many different sources. Many different sources. So I'm not saying. I'm just saying the perception of what I've got from someone who was born in this country. I've got African roots, partly. You understand? So I've never been over there, and this is how I look at Africa through my eyes, being born over here.
And we can't blame you.
You can't blame me.
Because that's.
But I'm saying some of the things you don't like, though. Some of the things you don't like. Some of the things you don't like, though. Some of the things you don't like are worse here. That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I don't understand how you don't see that. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like the criminal stuff, the thing. It's worse here. You understand?
Fun here.
There are elements over here that are worse in Africa.
So let's talk about us, though, man.
We say capitalism.
Too much about them.
Yeah, is what we live in.
Well, I think
a capitalist
we're all
society.
humans, you know. At the end of the day, you know, bro.
I know, I hear that.
Humans.
But you know what,
Some people are not humans, we're animals. So.
Well,
we came from the jungle.
Some people, Some man said came from the jungle, bro. I'm a god. I'm a god.
I don't know.
in the jungle, so
Do you see yourself as superior to white people?
There's not.
Do you see yourself as superior to white people?
I just see myself superior to everybody else. But that's just me. That's just me.
I like that. That's something I like.
But I mean, the point is that our people are the oldest on the planet. So
what?
People can put to us that we feel superior, But this is what they're telling us. Do you understand? So these same Europeans, you know what I'm saying, are telling us that we are the oldest people on the planet. Do you know what I'm saying? So we have to look at that with a mantle of pride, though.
Okay, yeah.
Right.
Okay. We are the oldest people on the planet.
Now, the reason they don't respect certain men is when you don't know that. You understand?
No, I know that we're the oldest person on the planet.
Right.
How do you feel that we
if you want
portray ourselves now?
If you want the white man's respect, you have to have knowledge of self. Because what he's doing, is going to your country, Africa, to enjoy, to do business, to dig for gold, diamonds or whatever, every bloody resource. Even us as a resource. Kidnapping us and blah blah blah. They've been doing it for day and they ain't stopped.
You know something? I see someone was taking a flight over to Africa. Not so long ago as well,
Right.
And when I looked at the people that was on the plane, it wasn't white people that was on the plane. It was bare Arab man and Chinese man on the plane, you know.
Okay.
It weren't even white people. So I don't understand why it was bare Arab man and Chinese man. You know what I mean? On their way over to Africa. So I don't understand why we keep on talking about white people.
Let me explain.
There's all sorts of people going over there.
Let me explain.
And the Chinese over there right now building roads that are rubbish.
I got this.
Right now, and when it rains, it floods right over the road and stuff. No one ain't saying nothing about the Chinese.
Remember. One second.
Everybody can get it.
1 second.
I should have recorded this. I have a copy.
Let me get it. 1 second.
The Chinese are building roads in Africa.
Tell me more.
Right. So you're building roads.
About the demonization of white people, because what I'm saying there's loads of people over there in Africa. Enough people over there in Africa are taking advantage of using capitalism as a way to get over there and do business. But what we're only concentrating on as it seems like we're talking about.
So who owns the country still?
I'm with you.
1 second. Who owns the country still?
I don't even know.
So say like Nigeria. Say like Nigeria, for example. Who owns Nigeria?
I don't trust none of
Who
them.
owns Nigeria?
No, they're all corrupt. Somebody corrupt owns
Who
Nigeria.
owns Nigeria?
Somebody
It's a colonized country. It is part of the Commonwealth of the Queen.
And Uganda and Sudan.
Okay, so
And it keeps going.
The Queen. What do you want me to say? The Queen.
So it's here, right? It's England, right?
Does England
It's
get
white
money?
folks, right?
They get money.
It's England, right?
Do they
It's
get
white
money?
folks. So the most significant right? So even though they're cousins, hold on one second, even though they're cousins, even though they're cousins, like the Orientals and the Asians and the Arabs are coming into Africa, where are they coming to? Where are they coming to? Where are they coming to? They're coming to a place that their cousins already own. They've already colonized us. You get what I'm saying? They're naming themselves, they're naming the places after themselves.
What are you going to do about it then?
Now it's what we're going to do. That's right.
Let me tell you something.
So at least acknowledge it first.
No, listen.
At least acknowledge it first.
If I felt the way that you felt,
okay,
I'll be in Africa right now fixing shit.
Okay.
I'm telling you.
Right.
I'll be over there right now.
But you don't.
Everyone's answering like, well, if you think this about Africa, then go back.
Man, go Africa then.
Why don't you then?
Man, go Africa though.
It seems like all the smart
you ain't
minds,
been though.
Listen, it seems like all the smart minds and
you need
stuff
to go,
are trying
bro.
to get out of Africa.
You need to go, bro.
Like when you get educated, that's what I'm saying from my mainstream point of view. My layman's point of view. From what I can see, from what I can see, and from all over the world, I'm not going to just take it to Africa. From India, from all of those places, the best nurses, the best things, they're not getting paid enough money where they are. So they're seeking something. Listen to me. All right, let me finish it. Listen, you don't like to blame people. All right, so why are they coming over here and doing it then?
Is the richest woman in the world coming over here?
But you see,
sorry?
About normal shit.
No. The richest woman. Hold on, wait. The richest woman in the world is a Nigerian. 1 second. The richest woman in the world is a Nigerian woman, right? And she ain't leaving Nigeria. And she made her millions in Nigeria.
You can make millions in Nigeria now. You know that. If you got the know-how, if you're edified.
She made billions
in a certain way.
in Nigeria.
Edified in a certain way, you can make money
Drop it out, bro.
anywhere.
Drop it out. So you don't think we have doctors? You don't think we have nurses? If the doctors and nurses are coming from
loads of them are coming over here though. Loads of them. Look, why?
And is there still?
Why would you want to come to this cold
country?
If Africa's so nice and it's a myth? Everything's perfect in Africa. We come into this cold country
because the colonizer, the man who colonized your country. 1 second. The man who colonized your country has sold it to your people like that. Yeah. Sold it
so
to
they're
your
getting
people
tricked
like
over
that.
there to come over here.
Not tricked. I'm just saying they've given them the impression that things will be better, right? So some of them, 1 second, some of them will walk 3 years. Hold on, listen.
The honest answer is they want to have sex with white women. That's it.
Not no more. How about that? You can't change the past. What can you change about the past? Don't get me started. What can you change? Only thing you can do. What can you change?
Like Chinese.
Mr. Raps, what can you change about the past? You look over
here. I am.
Marty McFly. Yeah? Who's Marty McFly? Back to the Future. What can you go and change? Can you go and change anything, Mr. Raps? Content over everything. What can you go and change in the past? You can't change shit. What you can change is
you'd be surprised.
You believe that?
What you believe that?
Hold on, wait. You didn't even believe Wakanda.
I'll change.
You get me?
I'll change.
It's all still Hollywood.
My own life if you can go and do that.
How you gonna say Back to the Future and it's Hollywood? That's your confirmed fact.
You change the past at one specific period. At one specific period. That timeline's going to be changing.
Alright, this is how you change the past, but you don't change. This is our timeline. You do this. You rewrite history, and you put yourself as the victim.
And you think? Hold on.
Come back.
No, you don't come back.
You think they respect a guy? Yeah. Who's like? Oh no, wait. You think? Yeah. But you think they respect the guy? You think they respect the guy? Yeah. Who's an apologist for them? You think they respect you? Do you think they respect you? Do you think they respect you?
No.
Okay, cool. So then why are you apologizing for them? Why are you apologizing?
Me or not, I don't care.
Yeah.
I don't care whether
but they
respect
like
me or not.
your attitude.
I don't care.
They like your attitude.
Look in my eyes.
They like your
Let
attitude.
me come to you.
Job done.
I'm here for a different
Job
mission.
done.
Let me come to you.
Job done.
Let me come to you.
They were successful.
Hold on. Let's go back on
This is why
track.
we can have a black van man.
Let's get back on track. This is why I detest the word black history. The reason why I detest the word black history is because once you have black, you need to have the opposite, is white. And then when we talk about blackness, we're always forced somehow to talk about white people or Europeans and so forth. I want us to not even go there. Remember I said I want us to destroy that, destroy all of that nonsense and let's start from a scratch.
No apologies.
Let's destroy.
How do you start from scratch then?
That. Let's destroy
That's
that.
a good question.
I'm saying
That's a better question.
listen, this is my
And let's go back to the glories
That's a
of
better question.
Africans and the African diaspora.
Right,
Let's go back to that.
Yeah, let's go back to the
Let's
glory.
go back to that.
A lot of
Glory.
nasty things happen.
You said something about the
Right,
in Wakanda, the women. What's the women
Dora
warriors?
Milaje?
There you go. You said something brilliant about that. My brother over here said something about archaeology. That was brilliant as well. I'm talking about creating a renaissance, creating a utopia. My brother said here, Wakanda is not technically real, right? Technically.
Isn't that a film?
Technically.
So it's Back to the Future, though.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. You can't
So
go
it's Back to the Future. You
Just
can't
like,
pick and choose.
just like.
You can't go back to
You
the
can't
future.
pick and choose, and you
And
can't
just
use
like
that as
Wakanda.
evidence.
Oh yeah.
There's no Marty McFly.
Oh yeah.
That's my whole point. Listen, that's my point.
What point?
My point was that
What
you
point?
can't go back to the future.
What?
You can't go back to the future.
It doesn't exist.
I mean,
It's a thought in a
you
white
can't go
man's
back to the
mind
past.
again.
You
Remember.
can't- Listen. I
Hollywood.
think you misinterpreted me. You cannot go back in past. You cannot go back in the past and change.
There is
things.
no such thing
You
as the
can
past.
You can only
I say
change
you
the
can.
present
But
and moving forward. You can change the past.
I say you can. All right. I say
change
you
the
can.
past.
You can.
How do you
All right?
change the past?
Because a lot of, how can I put it?
Educate me.
All is now.
A lot of imperial
what I'm saying.
societies or imperial. What's the word?
But with history, how you
History.
dictate history.
There you go. They've
Yeah.
gone back into the past. And they've erased a good amount
That
of
way I
people's
agree with
past,
you, yeah.
and they
You can't-
rewrote
I
a
was
whole
thinking
story, right?
Yeah.
And they've got us thinking that we're not who we are today.
Yeah, okay.
You with me?
Yeah.
So the past can be changed.
So what
And I'm
do you
asking,
do?
listen. And I'm asking us today. I'm bringing forward the concept of Afrofuturism, right? Of us going into the past and changing it. Changing it.
How are you going to do that?
Changing it. I don't want to hear about slavery and 400 years
How you gonna do
of
that?
pain and suffering.
Last 5 minutes.
All right? I want us to rewrite that.
Pissing me off.
I want us to rewrite that.
Every year, roots.
Because I'm pretty sure Africa is a massive continent.
What, they get you mad, innit?
Right?
And me too,
African
yeah.
diaspora is massive. Let's speak about the greatness that was happening all around the world. And let's bring in these greatness to construct a new future for ourselves and our children and our children's children. That's what I want to discuss right now. Can we do that?
We should be talking about like, their old mates and all of these type of stuff. You get me?
Damn.
As you said, the artifacts. Once we got the artifacts correct, you get me?
Are them artifacts even ours? I thought it was an Arab man's artifacts,
shut
man.
up,
Educate me,
I
like,
beg, man.
tell me,
Stop that,
educate
man.
me.
All right, we'll
What's going
educate
on?
you, but don't make inflammatory
going on?
statements. I beg.
Listen.
That's not inflammatory. Are you so easily hurt?
No, I'm just saying, don't make inflammatory statements.
What, saying that it's
this
an
is going
Arab
out
man's
to the
face?
world,
Yeah,
bro.
it's going out to the thing. When I go and watch Egypt and I see Egypt, I don't see no black man there. Yeah, let me ask. So it's not inflammatory.
Yeah.
That's the real. I go there at Egypt and I
inflammatory.
see Arab man
That's
there.
inflammatory.
Is it truth or fact?
No. Let me speak his truth.
Arab
Let him
man right
speak his
now.
truth.
Yeah, is
That's
it
true.
truth? Or
Yeah,
is it,
right now.
when I go
Yeah,
to
cool.
Egypt
Right.
and I look at their history and stuff, and they show me the history
Yeah.
from mainstream
Yeah.
media, I see that,
Yeah.
and I see Arab people
Right.
claiming it as their history. You said that was inflammatory. When I look at it from, it
It's
seems
true.
like that's the fact.
Okay.
So you shouldn't take it as inflammatory. You should be explaining to me why you see that as a problem.
No, I
Not
wouldn't
to be
even
like,
make
"Oh,
the
you shouldn't
statement.
even say
I wouldn't
that."
even make the statement.
No, but I'm not educated like you.
Okay,
You've
then
gone
why?
and read a
What
thousand
you?
books.
Then you made a
Those
statement
people
that
there
wasn't
were not
correct.
educated either.
Stop it, man.
Hey, don't say that.
No, no, man.
Content over
They're a
everything.
layman. They're a layman.
Hey, come on,
Just
Frank
like
Rank
me.
City.
Just
Come on,
like
y'all educated. Y'all educated.
Don't take anything I say personal to you. It look like don't think it like anything I say to you.
Nothing,
Yeah? Don't
nothing.
take it personal as a person.
Never can. Just water off a duck's back.
I hope so.
So, huh? Sorry? Yeah, no, because it's not true, isn't it? To
the left, to the
then you're
left.
being disingenuous. If it's not true,
Because I don't understand. Yeah.
I don't understand how a man said he don't understand the statement he made. Like, who does that? Who does that? Who makes statements?
Reality, what I see.
Huh?
I look on the television, I look at Egyptian history. When I look at Egyptian history, I see Arabs. I don't see black people. I see Arabs. You're
Where?
a learned person. Wait,
Where?
you're a learned person.
Where do you see Arabs?
When I go and look on the television,
Right, on the walls?
yeah, or Arabs or
Reconstruction?
They could be North African.
Are you talking about reconstruction?
No, he's talking about the actual people
You
within
lot
inside of
complicating
Egypt.
things, bro.
Talking about people inside of Egypt today
Yeah.
that they are obviously no, they're not Arabs. They're not Arabs. Don't ever get it twisted.
Yeah, so you're getting caught up on that's what I meant. That's what I meant.
They claim Arab, but they're mixed up. There you go. They're Greek, they're Romans, they're Persians, they're everything.
Who's the history though? It's the history, our history, yes? Our history, yes?
I don't know if it's Arab. They claim it like it's theirs.
It's our history, yes? Claim, you said. You said claim. So then it's not yours.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Exactly. But you're sure enough to know that they made a claim.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I can see the claim.
Right. To things that are not ours. Things that are ours. They made the claim to it. Cool.
I know, but you being...
But you're not seeing the other side.
No.
It's mine, yeah? And someone else is coming to taking it. Yeah? Is that what you're saying?
Of course I am.
Right, usurped it.
That, but what you got to do...
Now, name me another place. Everywhere we are, they've done this. This is what we're trying to explain to you. Yeah? Everything we've done, hold on, everything we've done in history. Everything we've done in history, like making the internet. Huh? A Nigerian man gave the mathematical equation for the internet, bro.
So what? It doesn't matter to me.
It does matter. It should matter. Should be proud.
Listen to me. It doesn't matter. And it's not because...
But you're going to claim European and back European. With what achievements? With what achievements? What did they do? What did they do?
See, Black Van Man.
No, man.
I don't claim no one.
I
don't claim Africa. I don't claim England. I don't claim no one. Because I'm mixed heritage. You know what mixed heritage is? I come from England. I was born here. When I go to Africa... No, don't be silly. When I go to Africa, they might call me English boy. You understand? Cool. And I'm not 100% African.
Yeah, well, white man in a black man's skin.
I'm highly aware of the fact that my father is mixed race. My father's mother is white, and my father's mother is black. I got lots of mix up in my thing. So me coming and saying, oh yeah, I'm African, or I'm this, or I'm that. I'm not none of you. I'm a mix of all. I'm a mix of all of you. A hybrid. I see myself as a hybrid. That's what I see myself as.
Mixed race man.
You know the one there? Octarine Van Man. Anyway.
If you travel outside,
I've travelled a bit, a little bit.
Is that how people perceive you?
How they perceive me is something
a young British man.
Right.
How I'm perceived is something different. Because you go to mainstream media, I'm perceived as rap, hip hop, this, that.
So black.
You don't even see me like you've gone past the M25. Tell the truth.
I understand how
you don't
I'm
even
perceived,
seem like you.
but I don't use that to,
have you travelled the whole of England?
Have I travelled the whole of England? No,
You look
I'm
like a
going
thespian,
to.
though.
I think you should.
You look like a thespian to me.
A thespian?
Yeah.
What's a thespian, bro? Is that like someone who does speech and stuff?
No, like acting.
Like acting, like storyteller.
Storyteller. So, no, I'm more factual still. But yeah.
Not on this occasion.
Yeah, no, trust me.
Not when it comes to Africa. Yeah. You're completely off the track. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You said modern media and all that. That's why you're off the track. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. I said something in the fact of North Africa, and the Egyptians, they claimed it as their... You tired? You look tired still or disinterested?
No, I'm listening.
He's always like this. He's always like this.
That's a crazy thing.
And the bowling arm.
Everybody step to the left a bit more.
We're good, yeah? Alright, cool. You seem like you was offended when I said Egyptian culture, Arab man, when the reality of it is right now that's exactly what they're doing. So I don't understand why you're mad at me and you're not angry at them. You should be angry at them because I'm only telling you the reality of what's going on.
Okay, you're telling us that we got invaded.
I'm telling you the reality of when I look on the television and I see Arab people claiming Egyptian history as their own. And when I say that to you, you're angry with me. When really and truly you should be explaining to the people why you're angry.
Were you here like 2 weeks ago?
No.
Yeah, you should just know better. That's what it is. You should just know better.
Why should I?
You should.
I'm a layman, bruv.
You should just know better.
Why should I know better?
You know what I'm saying? The original Egyptians would be us, all these people around here, bro.
Yeah.
Yeah? No, but I'm saying all the real Egyptians are standing here.
Those are
we're standing here,
the ones that are claiming,
including yourself.
See the ones that are claiming your culture. Because obviously, I'm not stupid.
Right.
I know that Africa, black people come from Africa, but it confuses me when I look on the television and I see there Arab people. Do you understand what I'm saying?
In the place right now.
It confuses me. I'm like, where are the black people that are meant to come
Did the
from
statues
this
confuse
part?
you?
Pardon?
Did the statues confuse you?
Not really, because I couldn't see whether they were black, Arab, what. They look.
And on the
For
walls
me-
and the paintings are all black.
This is the disingenuous.
Disingenuous. What do you think? What do you think? Listen, if you think I'm disingenuous, yeah.
Come on, man.
What do you think my goal is? What's my goal?
What?
What's my goal?
What?
What's my goal? If I'm disingenuous, I'm ignorant.
No, that's
No,
it.
yeah, you're
That's
ignorant,
it. He's
yeah.
just ignorant.
He's
What am I
ignorant.
ignorant to?
No, you already said it. You said you're a layman. You're ignorant.
I am. I'm willing to learn more.
Exactly, and that's what
I'm
I'm saying.
willing to. That doesn't make me ignorant then.
Whoa. No.
To those who have knowledge,
You call me
to
ignorant.
teach. Come on.
No, listen. All right, listen. You got.
See,
Listen.
it's when you're
calling
wrong.
me ignorant.
Hold on 1 second.
It's
Hold on,
not bad
my
to be
brother.
ignorant.
It's not bad.
Trust me,
It's
it's not
not.
bad.
But what comes with it? What
You
comes
say
with
things
it?
out the side of your
What
mouth.
comes
and I'm
with
gonna
it?
explain to you why you
Right.
say something out the
Okay.
side of your mouth.
Yeah.
Because you mumbled out the side of your mouth that I'm ignorant. Yeah.
Yes.
I said to you that I'm a layman.
That's
yeah.
it.
So, but I said to you, I'm also willing to learn.
Exactly.
Do you understand? So that doesn't make me ignorant.
that's
No, it does.
It doesn't make me ignorant.
Yeah.
So you say
It means that you're not willing
Do you
to
know that
wallow
makes you
in your
ignorant?
ignorance. That's
No,
what makes you.
it makes
It
you
makes
ignorant when
you.
you say that.
It makes you. You're in a powerful position
exactly.
because
It's
you do
not
not want to
ignorant.
wallow in your ignorance.
If you
You
want
want to
to
learn.
learn,
That's
want
good.
to.
That's
if
good.
you're not
And that's what I'm saying. That's
if
Bible.
you're not ignorant,
That's
then
why
how are
he's
you willing to learn?
Take that back. Take that
Why
back.
don't we just take a step forward and just close that last bit and just carry on with the
Who
conversation?
is-
The gentleman wants to know a little bit more, so
Yeah.
why don't we further on that trail
Yeah.
Yes,
rather
Master.
than going backwards and highlighting what does need to be highlighted. So I don't know what your stance is concerned. I'm just
Black Van
quite a
Man.
stranger.
Black
but
Van Man.
I'm
That's
very
my name.
interested to know your thoughts on.
Yeah.
So,
Go on.
Maku, teach him about.
Something, an interesting point here. Whenever you try to explain what.
Oh yeah, leave that one alone. Leave that one alone. Teach him about Africans and the Arab invasion and why he's seeing Arabs claiming and appropriating.
I know a little bit
Also,
about the
if you're
Arab
willing to
invasion.
learn, but you're not ignorant, that's a bit of a
I
contradiction.
know a bit about the Arab invasion. Yeah, I know about that.
Okay, so you.
I know about what you
You know what you
just
should
explain
do?
it.
You should box yourself.
No, I just
Because
want you
you're
to
not making no
I
sense.
want you to
bro.
explain it.
Go to school,
What?
ring
I
a
want you to explain it.
So
to
if
the
you
girl.
know,
Millions of people don't.
wait.
Millions of
They
people
do.
don't.
As you
Millions of people that
Remember,
don't.
you said they were ignorant.
Information from where?
You get me? They're not
You
ignorant.
get your information
You're the one
from
who's
where? No,
ignorant.
just wait.
I'm
You
not
get-
ignorant.
where do you get
Ignoring the
your
facts,
information
yeah.
from?
I'm not.
Yeah,
That's
so
what
if you
ignorant
want
is.
to learn and you don't want to be an ignorant person,
yeah.
the British libraries in Houston,
Right.
there is
I'm not the speaker's corner.
yeah,
people
but
like you
like
Yeah.
yeah, but then
That's
you
good.
come after you've learned some information, then you come and then you have that.
I don't need to do that. Shall I tell you why?
You know what ignorance
Shall I
is?
tell you why?
You know what
Shall I tell you why I
ignorance
don't
is?
need to do that? You need
You
to
know what
understand
ignorance
my
is?
point.
Wrong with a passion.
No. Shall I tell you what my point is? Shall I tell
Yeah.
you?
When you're wrong with a passion,
I'm a lady.
that's
No.
ignorant.
Shall I tell you what my point is? I'm not trying to be learned on anything. Because most of the country isn't.
So, but you're
Let me
not-
explain then.
Let him drop. Let him land.
Let me explain.
Let him land.
Right, right. I don't claim to be learned on any one particular point. As you're a learned person, the way your face is set, you seem like you're a very learned person on Black history.
This is learned
When I
face.
look at that face looks like it's learned as.
This guy is
learned.
See me.
You see me? I'm not trying to be that.
Black history face.
So I tell you what, I'm not trying to be that because I'm highly aware that most of the country ain't trying to be like that either. What I'm trying to do is come and just get a general gist of what people have got wrong and what are going on. So when you're telling me I need to go to a library and this, half of the country ain't gone to the flipping library.
Give them the snapshot.
I've never been to the library in my life and I was smart enough, to critically, Africa started as a jungle. Let me tell you something.
Wait,
Snapshot. Africa started as a jungle.
This is African
There weren't
humor.
no road. There were no road in Africa. Yeah? It started as a jungle. So
Really?
you try and be condescending and be like, hey, he don't know shit about Africa. Africa's that jungle. You was a jungle. No, but the fact is.
So everywhere was a jungle.
Let me tell you the fact. Was Africa a full jungle Yes or no?
Yes.
No.
Before they built roads, before they had roads and stuff, was it a jungle?
Who built roads?
Anyone.
So the
It doesn't matter to me who built the road.
No, there was no jungle.
wasn't a jungle.
There was plain.
There's a jungle.
Savannah.
Forest. Same rascal.
Same rascal what?
You see what? See what I've learned about?
Same
See what I've learned
rascal
about
what?
speaking corner today? You don't think you're very smart by catching people.
The jungle,
on very
the jungle, the jungle,
insignificant.
the jungle,
Let me explain something
the
to you.
jungle in Africa
Insignificant.
is
You know when
Congo.
people,
Congo.
you know when people learn a lot, yeah? You know when people learn a lot and they try to catch you out on insignificant.
Is he triggered or is he not triggered?
Yeah, man.
Triggered.
Triggered. Oh yeah, I'm triggered. I'm triggered. Should I tell you why I'm triggered? Should I tell you why I'm
That's what
triggered?
ignorant people do.
Come on,
That's what ignorant people do.
Understanding of black history. Real
Yeah,
quick.
but it's ignorant because you're ignoring the facts.
Layman understanding black history.
You came with lies and you said they're facts. Hold on, wait. You said they're facts.
Have I called you a name?
That's the thing that hits me. No, that's the thing that
Have I
hits
been
me.
prepared to listen?
Bro.
Have I been prepared to listen to everything you've said?
Right, no, you've made statements
Have I listened to what
and you
you've
ain't
said?
let man clarify.
Okay, yeah, you have. But you know what you should do right now? You need to step back somewhere, and we need to introduce some new voices into the conversation. Because for the last 45 minutes, it's been about like you two kind of thing, like going on.
100%. I'm happy to step away from
let's create another dynamic.
Conversation.
Gabs, here you go. Here you go,
Let me
son.
say something. Wait. Let me say something. Yeah? This man, yeah. Look at this man's face. This man. 20 minutes ago or maybe last week will look in my face, yeah, and smile. Like, yeah, walk on, blood. And you see the moment that camera's on, yeah, it's like you got a different kind of energy.
Nah,
Different kind of energy.
I never heard.
You
some of
see
the things
me?
you said.
You see me?
I never heard
I'm
some
the
of the
same
things you said.
person yesterday and I'm the same person today. Remember that. I don't change for no one and I stand on my square. I am. Black Batman. Remember that, yeah? Black Batman, I'm out. Peace. Blessings. You don't know.
Yeah. Anyway.
Hey, Black Batman, don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Don't go anywhere. Stay here still. Gabs, I bet you come in.
And you lot can't run me out anywhere. I'm still here.
Yeah, you're staying.
I'm still here.
You're staying. We wanted to show a new dynamic. A new dynamic. Gabs, I need you at the front. Mako, I need you at the back.
Yeah, me.
I need you at the back. I need you.
Straight killer.
I need somebody else to come in, man. Let's change it up a little bit.
We don't mind, man. Anyone want to say anything?
Come on, G. Drop some knowledge, then.
Depends what. Okay. I'm North African anyway.
Huh?
I'm Marif, it's like an Atlas
On the fake
Mountains.
you.
Okay. I like that man.
Alright,
He's a good
and for
man.
the layman's,
That's me.
a snapshot of black history or African history is this.
What is it?
Black people
Cultural appropriation.
are the greatest.
Oh,
Black
wow.
people create the most amazing things
Wait, no,
in
I
the whole
need to
entire
record
world.
this. Wait,
Hold
wait.
on.
Wait, man. I'm going to need you to record this.
Black people are the best. And black power. That's a snapshot. The reality though, that's a snapshot that everybody wants to hear. But the reality is not that though. It's really not that. We're just making it nice and layman for you to understand.
Yeah.
And the white
thank
man came in, stole, robbed, raped, and pillaged everything.
Yeah, that's the story.
That's the story, right? That's a snapshot, right? I'm not saying it's the reality though. I'm not saying it's the reality, but that's a snapshot. But let's talk some stuff now. Let's talk some stuff. Come on, man. Let's talk some stuff.
I was quite interested in what he had to say because I'd never heard it before. He's saying he's getting all excited and took
Who?
it 2 weeks ago and all that. And
Who, me?
Even when he came to me today, I said he said, I'm Black Flame Man. I said, bro, I didn't even know that. You know what I'm saying?
But cut all that.
I've heard about you.
Cut all of that. Let's talk some black history stuff.
heard
Let's talk
about
something good, man. Let's talk something positive. Let's go. I want to hear something good. Come on, man. Edify us. Come on. Black History Month. Let's talk. Let's talk.
Don't even get it
Let's
twisted.
talk. Let's talk. We've got a Hebrew brother. Let's talk, baby. Come on. Come on. Because I got to go. My time is valuable. I got to go. Come, let's talk something, man.
Me, my boy, like I said personally,
Jesus was black. Go ahead. Come on.
Where's people? Where is he?
Muhammad was black too. Does it matter? Does it matter?
All here together in the same space, all together one.
Yeah. I'm with you.
Difference in the colour of our skin.
I'm with you. I'm with
And the
you.
past is done. It can't be changed. The future hasn't happened yet. The present is now. It's a gift.
Jeez.
Hold it and it's like, I'll get out or something.
Aye, that hippie vibe there, you know? That hippie vibe.
But unfortunately, it's my month, baby. Yeah. Black History Month.
We can do that kumbaya shit another time. Let's go.
One more second. Why would they only give black people a month? Right. No one else.
Hold on, no. Stop that. Stop that. That's the victim mentality. Nobody didn't. No. Nobody didn't give us a month. Because one thing, you know, I learned this from Jack Nicholson, yeah, in The Departed. He said one thing these niggas don't know. Nobody ain't gonna give you shit. You need to take that shit. So we take that shit. Nobody didn't give us Black History Month. We took Black History and we made it our month, and then we institutionalized it in the UK and Europe. It's October, and in Americas it's February. That's the shit that we did.
Have you got a problem with Black History Month?
Let's do this.
Have you got a problem with Black History Month? Me too.
It should be called World History Month.
Yeah.
I think it should be just Black History, not a month.
No.
Why don't you just every day?
Black history, that's all the history.
Or history.
I think we should eliminate. We should eliminate black.
I can't say
we should eliminate black though. I personally think we should eliminate black. Is that
her story? What about her story?
Yeah, her story.
Her story. Don't know about that, you know. Because then it then becomes he/she stories and all sorts.
They're the ones who are going to carry on the genes. So, you know, I know.
Yeah.
Qualified what? If you don't want to use Black History.
Yeah, the reason why I don't want to use the term
he's not.
The reason why I don't want to use the term Black History or Black full stop is because that term was given to us as African people of African descent in a how can I put it? Yeah, in a binary system of black inferiority and white supremacy.
You see, like when you go to New York, So like if you go to New York, and over here we're just like Black History Month, this, that. There's loads of different kinds of black people, as you already know, innit? Like we got Haitian, but they identify themselves as Haitians. You got the Dominicans, you got the Nigerians. You got many different kinds of black people who identify themselves, different cultures, different traditions and stuff. Don't you think we're doing a bit of a disservice by just saying, Black History, man?
That's how we should call it.
We don't know.
We should call it World History, but Africans in the diaspora. Africans has been around the whole entire globe, from England, all the way over to Australia, all the way over into China, all the way over into India, all the way over into the Americas and so forth. We worldwide, baby. We worldwide. Come on.
We started this shit. This is the motherfucking thanks we get.
How do you feel? Like,
am I lying?
Hey.
We started this shit. You get me? No one wants to thank us, everyone wants to thank everybody else. Say, yeah, you know, this person and that person, weren't they great? But no one had a golden age. So, right. So I say, we got the blueprint. You get me? We need to go back to the old ways if we're talking about moving forward.
So what?
You know what I'm saying?
How do you say that we are now? Like, we were great, we were amazing, we had amazing civilizations.
That's a snapshot.
What's happened? What's the deal now then? Where are we on the totem pole right now? Oh, you know that. Yeah, so what's going on? So do you believe that that's just made it's fucked us up? Yeah.
North Africa's fucked. Straight up
See,
and
do you
down,
specifically blame that on the white man?
We need to take.
Do you specifically blame that on the white man or the Arab man? Do you blame that on the Arab man?
We need to do like the Chinese man, After we get bombed, decimated, and destroyed, we need to, as she quite rightly said, we need to lock ourselves away, make ourselves exclusive, and make sure we just build ourselves back up and take over the world, baby. World domination. World domination, baby. Reclamation. Speech.
Do you think, a lot of the how we're come together and we're talking about black history, how we can move forward as a people and whatnot? Do you think that a lot of this dialogue is demonizing white people?
That's no.
Always happens.
Stop. Wait.
Genuine question.
Wait. The agenda is quaint. The agenda is quaint.
Triggered him.
The agenda is quaint. Okay, and let's acknowledge that the agenda is quaint.
Yeah, but
right? But no, but the brother has got a point. Has got a point.
Thank you.
Because the moment we start, as I said before, the moment we start speaking about black, we have to speak about the opposite, which is white.
No, but
and the opposite,
I was going to
put the blacks into that position.
All right, listen, I was going to go. I was going to.
That's why I don't even like.
This is what I was going to say. This is what I was going to say. I understand.
I don't like that.
Yeah, totally. Right. This is what I was going to expound. Yeah, I was going to expound on it.
Yeah.
In the fact of like we always, and I don't believe that we should be talking about the demonization of white. We should be talking about how we should be getting ourselves better. But when I look at the facts, and as I said, I'm a layman, it turns out that it's a fact that Asian people had black people in slavery for a longer period of time, and it was much more vicious, and there's slaves in Libya right now. I'm like, raw, why are you demonizing? Why are you demonizing? Not saying that you personally are demonizing. You should be demonizing Arabs as well, then, if that's the case, shouldn't you?
Yeah, they should get it the worst. They should get it the worst. Because they've been doing it for 1,000 years.
Anytime that we're talking about blackness and say, every time we talk about blackness, why are we always talking about the whiteness? Why shouldn't we talk about the Arabness as well?
We do.
Like the last 3 videos have been about.
I'm gonna go and look at the last 3 videos. See if you tell a lie.
The difference is, with the Arabs, it's very specific. Whereas with the white people, it's the entire of Africa. It's not just little sections. Whereas the Arab invasion is very specific. There isn't a Commonwealth of the Middle East or whatever that like most African countries subscribe to as much as they do to the Commonwealth. And so the examples that you're providing, for example, in the country that I come from, in Sudan, it was very specific, the Arab invasion, as of the whole of North Africa. So in that regard, it's a lot more complex than it is to in terms of with white people, it's out of Africa, then you have the Caribbean, then you have the Americas. There is that. With the Arabs, you don't have that. And so with theirs, it's much more localized. Yeah, it's much more of a centralized form of colonization. And the way that they've colonized African nations is different to the way that white people came along. And it's more of like a layered effect where they came, they left, they came, they left. Whereas white people has always been a constant. And so it's why when it sounds like it's all white people, white people, white people, it's because that's the one thing that we know for a fact is a widespread part of black history. Whereas with Arabs, it's a lot more specific than that. So that's just what I have to say in that regard.
And also there's a legacy of European colonialism to this day.
Exactly.
That doesn't, it's not compatible with
exactly. English is the language of Arabic. So
like you. Listen, Bunnimal.
Man, a free spirit.
Bunnimal.
You know what I'm saying? So man want to do what he wants to do. So under the same colonial system that we have here, there, it's going to cause a problem. You get me?
So how would you change it then?
Breaking the program.
Well, don't you think a good idea for me, what I would have thought to breaking the problem is like, for me, I'm on a personal journey, of like, obviously I was born in this country, I've got heritage in other countries and stuff like that. So for me personally, I'm finding out personally whether I'm wanted in this country or whether I feel like, because people always say to you, go back. I haven't got a problem with going back to wherever it is I need to go if that's what it is that they want me to do. I ain't trying to stay in someone's house that doesn't want me here. Do you understand what I'm saying? So for me, it's a personal journey on finding, like, growing up in this country, and like, it's how I was edified growing up is a lot of things are at combat with each other. So it's a personal journey for me as well. Meeting people like you and talking to people like you, it's all for me to move forward. Do you understand? I might fuck off. I might be gone, mate, and go back to where I come from for real, for real. Do you understand what I'm saying? Instead of staying there, complaining and being like, nah. Because I've been around Europe, bro. And I'm telling you, this is probably one of the best countries where you could be black and in a country that's not your own. That you seem, that's not your own country.
I've been within Europe, though.
That's why I said within Europe. That's why I said that.
I can't wait to go.
You know what I mean? I was born on European soil.
What you're saying is it's better than Spain.
Or under the water somewhere.
It's better than Spain, better than Italy,
Rome.
better than Greece, better than all of those.
Go Rome and see what they're doing, fam. You see, where you consider your brothers, on the street selling fake Gucci bags, bro. Left, right, and centre.
Alright, let me tell you, my master plan. My master plan is this,
Let's hear it. That's what I like to hear, solutions.
It's real easy,
Let's hear it, go on. We're going.
Alright, so there's a few things, right? First of all, get your money up. Get your money up. every one of us should be millionaires in the next 5 years. Billionaires, really and truly. But let's just say 5 years. If you lot really are, you know, the cream of the crop, black people have got all this power and intellectual genius.
You should be amazing by now.
Should all be millionaires. So get your money up. Second thing is we create a think tank that can create how can I put it? A cultural revolution. All right. So I want like scientists. I want artists, I want everything, like literature, everything, to recreate a new type of society and civilization.
What, in England?
Huh? Bear with me, right? Because this earth is a massive place. It's a massive place, right?
Massive.
But one thing is, we're running out of land, right? Correct? But we're not running out of sea. And what I would do is take all of that intellectual genius and all of that money that we've all acquired, because we're all millionaires and billionaires, and I'll do like the Arabs do and create my own island. No, forget that. My own continent, and I will fill up that continent with people who are like-minded and who could follow the program. That's it. It's that simple. Game over. Salas. It's not hard. It's easy. That's easy. Is that not easy?
Yeah, simple.
That's not easy.
The holders as well.
I will create heads and chapters and chiefs, right? So I want you as my Hebrew brother to be the chief of the Hebrew section, and I'll create your own little Hebrew land, and you stay there. That's your own state. You govern it how you want it. I got my brother over here who is a Celt. A Celt. I love that shit right there. There you go. Them nature worshippers right there. It's the closest shit that we got to African tradition this night. You create them, you put their own little Celt land right there, and it's all good. You just fill up the rest of the continent with it. There's no problem with it.
So you're talking about putting this in the sea?
No, you create artificial land.
Yeah, like they did in Dubai with those.
Yeah. Artificial land. We should be able to be smart enough to create all of that, and then have, you know, natural things. No, it's done, fam.
The truth of the matter is, yeah.
And I guarantee you, 10 years from now, you see what I just said is going to start happening more and more.
Anyway,
that's what I'm saying.
The owner of the land.
Permaculture systems.
That's what you need to look at.
You've heard of permaculture systems?
Tell us.
They can green the deserts and a place in Arabia called Wadi Rum was literally desert. Not through any irrigation methods, through permaculture. They just lay mulch on the ground, they grow trees.
Can we ban religion?
Within that, the fungal spores that are always present in the atmosphere will lodge in that mulch. You grow the trees, they start to form a foliage above, so there's always water. There's always water in the air as well. And then in the desert, the water goes down, and then in the morning it rises up, then it hits the leaves, and the moisture comes back down again. So you've got a self-rotating system of water that can be free of irrigation within 5 or 6 years.
These are the things that we need to be
right now in Wadi Rum.
Wadi Rum, they've already.
Those are the things that we need to be doing.
Hold on. Did you not just hear that? Did you not just hear that, right?
You can need the hippies.
All right, I'm googling that shit. But anyway, you look into Google. Yeah.
Those are the shit you need to be doing, though.
Who owns the most land on the planet?
Tell me.
One individual.
Tell me. Educate me, bro.
Go on. I want my brother to tell you. You get me? Because all of this is going round. You're getting all the way in that space and everything, and you're going to end up over there in Buckingham Palace, knocking on her gate.
She's got 3 million acres. She's got 1.5% of the UK.
The most
3 million acres
on the planet. She owns whole continents.
Right. Oh,
check it out.
True. Right. Yeah.
You get me? So the original landholder, the person, right? Straight up. The Commonwealth of the Queen. So she owns continents.
You see, when you look, keep on saying the Commonwealth.
Islands. Falklands.
I'm not big.
Right, let me ask you. You see the Commonwealth. Do they gain monetarily still now? In it, like, do they still get taxes from those countries? Like, is it Zimbabwe and all of those places? They still get money.
They're called structural adjustment plans.
On top of it,
structural adjustment plans.
No,
on top of it, they've got all your natural resources anyway.
You take the Green Revolution, the 50s, 60s, when you had the real industrialization of farming. So the World Bank and the IMF gave third world countries loans on the basis, they were called structural adjustment plans, on the basis that they would develop modern monoculture in the third world. And that basically opens up the soil. They use plows, opens up the soil to dehydration from the sun and from the wind. And those systems require fertilizers, those systems require pesticides, those systems require herbicides, and basically a whole lot of water, huge amount. So all the water in Africa has been drawn up in wells to go and irrigate crops that are mostly destined for animals so that people in the northern hemisphere can eat cheap meat, and that those animals are held in the most disgusting, abhorrent conditions.
But what about for all these third world countries? I mean, if all the resources are there, how could they be third world?
That's the term that they framed it as.
Oh, okay,
yeah.
Cool. At least we all accept that. You know what I'm saying? It's a mad thing. You know what I'm saying?
I've learned something so new today. I'm so... Anyways, let me not even talk.
What did you learn?
Bruv, I learned about permaculture. I never heard that shit before in my life. I heard about there's hydroponics. I knew about that one. I'm not that dumb.
But the most important point to consider is that monoculture is extremely, it's not robust towards a drought or flooding. So if you have droughts and floods, which you're going to have in climate change, it's going to wipe out monoculture. What you need is robust, lots of different plants all together, complementary, your own composting system, so that you can live off the land. And they've shown that the green wool that they've thrown billions of pounds at, they also do throw billions of pounds in the Middle East on projects to wash out the salt deposits. Huge amounts of water they put down to wash out the salt deposits, which burn plants. But the fact is those salt deposits contain nutrients, and when the fungus lodges and connects with them, it provides nutrients to the plants. You don't need to wash it away. It's got what the plants need.
That's what I'm saying. I told you already, you know. I'm going to create my Wakanda. And this is going to be one of my first
individual. Tell me what you're telling me. What's your perfect utopia?
He's in my think tank. He's in my think tank. That's what I'm saying. You can talk, but he's in my think tank.
What's your perfect utopia, bro?
Yeah. Cultural appropriation again.
And what's that mean? Cultural appropriation.
Who are the first people on the planet doing agriculture?
Oh, but he's not appropriating it. He's explaining it. He's not.
Bruh, you don't need to explain nothing to us.
No,
you know what I mean? We've got the Nile. We had the Nile, my friend. My friend, we had the Nile.
No, I'm not saying you. I'm saying he didn't know about it. He told him about it.
It's just the idea that the plough, which is a symbol of.
Does it make sense?
No, I'm saying agriculture. The root of agriculture. They say in the Fertile Crescent is where it started. 40,000 years ago. Who the fuck was doing it 40,000 years ago?
Yeah, no, I'm sure that's what 45. I'm just saying that he was telling him about permaculture, and he told him he didn't know about it.
So, do you think they were doing that back then?
They didn't need to back then. They didn't need to.
So they irrigated the land and changed.
In these systems, you don't need to irrigate.
What?
Because what you have is you have the mulch on top of the soil.
If you have the pure river, if you have the pure water source, you get what I'm saying, of clean, fresh water. What do you need to do all that for? Right, you just do what you're supposed to do, as in each side of the supposed Nile. Yeah, you irrigate the land and do your farming. Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you. So and the thing is, because of this Nile and the produce it produces, it feeds Europe, and it's feeding Europe since the Roman times and before. Do you know what I'm saying?
All I'm saying is I
don't know, man.
Plants will grow where you don't get water. You know, they'll find in their roots.
That's a science as well.
And so you can, in most places, you can do well with the.
We can grow fruits in the desert.
How much money
vegetables
does that cost to do?
in the desert.
So to begin with, for the first 5 years, you need a source of irrigation water, and you need to import mulch. So mulch doesn't cost much. Mulch is just green, rotting down material.
And you can turn deserts into
oasis. Yeah.
Okay.
We did that already, man.
Look at the green.
We did that.
Greening the desert.
When they went by satellite.
So why don't we do it again then?
I said when they went by satellite and they started to look at the schematics of Egypt and the surrounding area, you could see they did that. They irrigated. They brought the Nile right up to the edge of the pyramid. And
they're doing it in Ethiopia now. They don't call it permaculture, but it's the same principle.
Love, hey, nice speaking to you, man. I really appreciate it, man. Love, I'm gonna make it a short. Yeah, love. I'd like to talk to you again soon, man. Yeah, definitely. We had a good conversation, man. So hopefully again.
No, Callum.
Oh, Callum, that's right.
As for you,
mistaken identity.
I'm joking, man. You know, listen. We gotta have more of these discussions in future. You don't take anything personal. What I say to you, bruv, if it blows your mind, then we have that conversation. You understand? Because that's what it's all about, isn't it?
Apologist thing for the European.
Is that what you think I am? Wait, wait.
He can talk for himself. He can talk for himself.
He said I'm an apologist for the European.
Yeah, man. You're like, why are you doing this to this? Why are you saying this about the European? Why are you saying this about white folks? Why are you saying this and this?
Because we live in England, bro.
No, but if you're making an observation, that's not a complaint, bro.
No, I'm confused there. But what I'm saying is,
yeah,
Stockholm syndrome. Who? Who suffers from Stockholm syndrome? Not me. I'll tell you that right now. What is that?
I don't know, man. I don't know.
Go and tell me.
Who could possibly be suffering from Stockholm syndrome?
Come, let me come around there. Sorry.
I don't know. He's going to explain. A woman,
right. Yeah.
She got given 10 years. Yeah.
Libby.
Like a slap on the wrist.
Libby.
And then the brother of the guy that was killed was asking to hug the woman. Look at hug your man, not forgive him.
Yeah.
That is Stockholm syndrome. Because you're unable to identify your oppressor. Yeah. You're unable to identify.
Get me? You killed my family. Matty, come on.
What happened?
Sickness.
A day after, one of the witnesses in a case, he was so-called black, was shot, killed. So you are forgiving a set of people who are not willing to forgive.
I didn't say forgive.
So you need to identify where you're putting your energy.
Right.
Into,
And let me put.
Where it can come back.
I know
to
why
you
I'm
as
putting my energy. Let me explain something to you now. Right. You said I was. Stockholm syndrome. Not that I've got Stockholm syndrome, but
no, I'm saying people
do. Where they would say, "Oh, I'm not identifying what happened in it. What happened in the day."
No, I mean that you have an infatuation for your oppressor.
All right, right. Now let me explain something to you. The point, what I'm thinking is that we can't change the past. I'm not saying, just like the Jews say, never forget. The Jews say never forget, innit? Or on the thingy it says lest we forget. The nationalists, lest we forget. I'm telling you, never forget what happened to you as a people and what happened to us as a people in Africa. Those kind of things. I'm not trying to forget those things. Let's get that clear, straight. Let's get that. The next thing I'm gonna say is you can't change the past. As in fact of this guy here never enslaved me. This guy here never enslaved me. That's a fact. Do you understand? The people that live in this country, of a certain age, didn't enslave me. Do you understand? In us moving forward, if you're just demonizing a people, this is my point of view, my personal point of view. If you're just demonizing people and just saying from the past, and these people are the same age as me, younger than me, like poorer than me, how can you put what those people done back in the day on the people that are alive today?
Okay, so what happened in the past was done on the basis of white supremacy, right?
Right.
Okay.
So they went around and the doctrine of discovery, etc. As so-called white, because I don't believe anyone is white or no one is black whatsoever. These are just the terms that they've used in order to
separate us,
to go around and subjugate us, right? But there is something that we call a legacy, of slavery.
You need to come more closer to the mic. Just come closer to the mic.
You don't want to be in the camera.
Well, turn around, turn sideways. You're
literally on my camera.
This side, So, you got your back to the camera.
Good, man, YouTube's cool, man.
Is that correct?
So the legacy of those events still have an effect today.
100%, I'd agree with that.
Because it's not as if it just happened for a period of time and then that's it. And then fast forward 400 years and then now we're still complaining about it. No, it was a continual ideology, because it was linked with the way the Western society was shaped. It was linked with how every single country came together actually to do that.
Well, the elites,
whereas in West Africa, for example, people don't really mention that, but you have Sweden, for example, been there, as part of colonial power. Scandinavian countries been there as part of colonial power. But now, what we have to deal with is a sort of like revisionist approach to history. When we gotten into history, we can't just whitewash history or beautify the whole thing.
I'm not trying to do that either.
Or blackwash it either.
I'm not trying to do that either. But I'm saying we have to move forward.
So we have.
Don't misinterpret what I'm saying.
In order to move forward, we need to understand the past.
Right.
I agree.
Yeah. In order to move forward, you need to be able to control your presence, right? So that's what we're talking about. The past was made of white supremacy, and white supremacy is still ruling today. It's not something that's gone. We can't feel the effect of it.
Don't you think it's more of a class thing?
But white supremacy is morphing now. Yeah, it's morphing into different aspects. Right? You have neocolonialism. You have the system of class. Yeah. Whereas before, European powers were coming in for the benefit of the country. Now it's for the benefit of the few. Yeah. So you have a class division that's happening where the leaders are turning against their own people as well.
I don't know if it ever did. I don't think in Victorian times people were better off in the 19th century in the UK than they were in the 18th century.
On what sense?
Well, I mean, you had the Enclosure Acts in the 18th century, so people were forcibly removed from the land. Many people were enslaved. Many people were press ganged, rounded up to go into the military and into the navy. They had no choice. They were just captured. And people no longer had places to grow their own crops and feed themselves and their family. They were itinerant labourers. They had no security.
So go into the navy and not being able to grow your own crops is equivalent to people being in constant subjugation, where they wake up in the morning, have to go to the field, night have to go to a shed somewhere, and they have to do that constantly.
Yeah.
So we can't really put that as an equivalent, to not to justify, but to kind of like minimize what we are facing from our perspective. Because what came to us was white supremacy. What came to us was an ideology that God is white.
Yeah, but you see those guys who are on the boat.
That's what came to us.
Yeah, but you see the guys who are on the boat who were press ganged. If they disobeyed any order, they'd be keel-hauled. They'd be killed just flat, straight.
Where our brothers and sisters were being captured, the priest will stand and bless the boat and bless them before they get onto the boat, and they're not even sure they're going to make it on the other side. Yeah, and not just the men, but the women as well. You know what I mean? So that system is what we're talking about.
Yeah.
And then nothing that happened internally here would sort of minimize the impact of what happened. So we took it from the point of knowing history and knowing the impact that history has until today, because that system morphed into neocolonialism and then neocolonialism as well. So now we have to deal with neocolonialism, which uses our own people against us. Because today we can't vote for let's say, a president that we want to be in power, because once it happens, they get eliminated 2-3 months later. Somehow.
I understand. Listen, we can talk
a lot.
That
happens many times. You know, we've seen that with Lumumba, we've seen that with Thomas Sankara, we've seen that with people that wanted to change, but somehow the CIA, whatever, will do stuff to get rid of that. So this is sort of another system that we have to deal with.
Right. You seem like an intelligent man, and you seem like you look at things you critically and stuff. Do you feel like a lot of people could be using you? It sounds to me personally, that you're making a lot of excuses. Do you think that?
In what sense?
In the fact of we've been colonialised, we've been this has happened to us, that's bad.
Excuses for what?
Excuses for the way we're seen in society, excuses for, in my opinion, the black community is probably looked at probably the worst by all other races, to be honest with you.
But I've never mentioned about the way we've seen in society. What I just mentioned is to state what the system was, what the system did, and the impact of the system today.
I agree with that. How do we move forward, though?
I've not mentioned anything about how I'm seeing today.
How do we move forward?
So at the moment, as it stands,
we need to reconcile with the past. So reconcile with the past in truth and sincerity. So there are areas that when you talk about it today, you get people saying, oh yeah, you're having a victim mentality because you're always talking about the past. But if you can't reconcile with the past, you can't be even thinking about moving forward. Because what you do, you're just moving, you're just going.
But how do you know that? That's your own thing. Do you know what? It's an amazing. It's a saying. I heard that saying a lot. That you have to know where you come from to know where you're going.
No. Reconcile with the past. It's not where I come from.
Okay.
I'm a Hebrew, right?
But what do you mean by reconcile? Okay. What do you mean by reconcile with the past?
Reconcile with the past is looking into the past with truth and sincerity, right? Looking into the past and what Europeans have done in the past, the Arabs have done in the past, yeah, and then look at the impact of that, of what those two civilizations have done into us, and then we can tell now, okay, this that happened, this is the reason why people react that way. Then how can we do a different?
Well, if you talk about recent history,
before you do that, you need to understand how that impacted us, because our community, we're having loads of bullshit with our community.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Know that, yeah.
So we need to fix it. In order to fix
that's
it,
stuff that's going on now.
Exactly. In order to fix it now,
let me
we need
to you.
to find out what are the things that put us into this.
All right. So fix knife crime. To fix knife crime, which is a big problem in London. Yeah. Do you believe that you have to know about slavery and stuff like that to be able to fix knife crime?
I kid you not, it's related. It's related if you study history, but right now there are more impactful ways of fixing
knife crime. Exactly. So why are we having so much?
That's what I'm saying. You shouldn't have a revisionist approach to it. The past shouldn't stay in the past. If you don't know the past, if you don't know the past, why would you put it on the side?
I'm saying that you should know the past. I totally agree with you. You should know the past. Never forget. Like I said, lest we forget. Never forget.
You have to take the conclusion.
Yeah, you have to take the conclusion from that.
Never
from understanding the past.
But I understand
you need to engage into the process of understanding the past.
The problems of black people, nowadays, mainstream media portraying black people like thugs.
I don't even see our people as black.
Huh?
I don't even see our people as black.
Isn't one of the big problems?
Maybe you can use that word colloquially.
Isn't one of the big problems, though, that most of the ruling elites in Africa are educated in, like the UK, in public schools, or in America in elite schools there?
That's not really a problem, because I remember in the 70s and the 80s, let's say Congo used to have a very, very good universities where people would fly from all over Africa, go to a university in Lubumbashi, for example. Yeah, but that's not a problem. It's not about being educated.
No, it's about Eton. No, I mean it's a very certain type of privileged education where all the MPs, pretty well in Parliament, are educated in Eton. So I'm talking about that kind. I'm not talking about general liberal education.
The African president being educated at Eton doesn't really change anything. What the problem is those Africans, those so-called African presidents, are working for the white supremacist government.
Why is everything so white supremacist?
Yes. Because they're the ones that are putting those
No, but it's in your mind though, bro. You can go and put yourself in a power position. If you want to go, if you had the instead of blaming,
it's in my mind, right?
It's the introduction of monoculture.
I'll tell you, people today, in lots of parts of Africa, in South America, in North Africa, but let's say in North America, let's say Africa, people go to a church on a Sunday and there's a picture of a white God in front of them. Is that in my mind or is that something?
Who cares?
So is it
insignificant?
Is that in my mind?
No, it's not in your mind.
Is that something that is real?
It's real.
So that's a system that's been created for them to represent the highest form of consciousness as a white person.
If you can understand what they're doing, why don't you just ignore it?
This is what ignoring doesn't cure. If you're ill,
well, there's enough of you ignoring.
If you're ill today, you have a wound, you've been bit by a dog. Can you just ignore it?
I'm talking about something.
No, but can you just?
No, you look for the antidote, don't you?
No, but can you just ignore it? Mental health is a...
That's not a good thingy, but no, you can't ignore it. I'm going to go along with your thing. You can't ignore it, no.
Because what happens in the mental is more important than what happens in the physical.
How do you fix your mental?
So, by having, for you, for example,
yeah.
Okay, a bit closer this time. Just keep someone's going to walk off with it.
I don't feel like anyone's supreme to me. I'm uneasy with it. I don't, yeah.
There is a system.
Okay.
Historically, that system was...
I wouldn't say it's white supremacy nowadays.
But that's according to you, because you are different. You're not really comfortable talking it. I'm comfortable, but I am comfortable talking it. That system had the blessing of exchange.
Okay, yeah, I agree with that.
It was a system with the political ideas and ideological ideas based on Christianity. That's the reason why in Africa today you have people who feel that they are less. Some people feel that they are less on the subconscious. And then they worship the white God, they think it's okay. But when you open the scripture, you open the Bible, and you actually see God is black, so-called black.
What does it matter?
Yeah, listen. The reason why it matters is you regain your culture. You regain it where you are.
What do you got there?
The real revolution happens in the mind. You're going to get likes. Anything else, you have to change your mindset.
100%, and that's what I want to come to with the... This is what I'm talking about with the... Would you say?
You have to change your mindset, so your mindset doesn't work with a white supremacist framework.
I don't believe my mind does.
Because we lived in...
Thank you, Mr. Rats. Big up man like Mr. Rats, a good man right there.
We lived in various countries around the world, so we can testify of the impact.
My brother, I'm gone, yeah?
To the world.
But I got one question for you.
Yeah, let me shake this.
Do you play for this team?
No, it's not even a team. It's a bape kind of thing. It's just like, you know.
Okay, bape, innit?
Yeah.
I thought it was a football team.
It looks like a football.
Yeah.
Swag, innit?
That's the sunrise. Come on.
Bruv, don't make me bring a ball. Don't make me bring a ball down there next week. You tried to embarrass me. You tried to embarrass me. No, listen, you tried to embarrass me through a speech, but it didn't work. Yeah, it didn't work. I'm going to put that there. And then next week, you're going to come with the football. I'm going to embarrass you with the football.
Subscribe to Nawabian Sniper TV. Subscribe to content over everything. And big up my man.
What about subscribe?
Man.
What about subscribe?
Subscribe, man. Come on, like and subscribe. You're on there already. They're already on there, man.
Blessings.
Come on, man.
Appreciate
170 people. What?
Come on, we're doing the thing.
Love, man.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Have a good day, yeah? Laters, bro. Laters. It's thinning out a bit here. Sorry, brother. I really apologise. What was you saying? Oh, right. All right. Let me break it down. Let me break down another point to you then.
You keep saying it's in your mind. I'm talking about a system that you can study yourself, but you are being reductionist in your approach. And
I'm saying the system's not as strong. I'm saying the system's not as strong as you imagine it to be.
Something that is so important that affected so many people.
I know it did.
That killed millions of people.
Killed millions.
You keep saying it's not as strong.
No, listen, this is what I'm trying to say to you. I was born in 1978,
It's not about you, bro. It's about the collective.
I know, but you're going back to something that you don't know nothing about because you wasn't a slave.
I don't know anything about it because I wasn't a slave.
You wasn't a slave. You didn't live it.
Because I wasn't a slave.
All right, you didn't live it. All right, I apologise. I apologise for that statement.
Because I wasn't a slave, I can't relate, or I can't even talk about what happened.
You can talk about it, but you can't. You never experienced it. It's like me going to a country. Like me talking about a country where I've never been to. Like you talk about Africa, saying I've never been to Africa. I've never been there.
So you can't talk about things that you haven't experienced, right?
No, I can. You can. You can.
But why are you saying that to me now?
No, I'm saying it to you because that's all you seem to be talking about.
But that's the subject of our conversation. If you ask me about football, we talk about football.
Right, now this is the second question I wanted to ask you. Wait. I'm not trying to deflect. No. One question, I'm not going to deflect. No, the second bit that I was going to ask you.
Don't deflect. The reason why this conversation always happens because it's linked to our current reality.
Right, now listen.
Other people,
not to me.
Other people around the world, they can allow themselves to have the privilege, to reminisce, into the past. They can go back 50 years. you can go, but oh yeah.
Not all black people were slaves, though, man. Come on, man. This slave ideology. Millions of.
I want to listen. This is very important.
Yeah, sorry.
Other people have a fortune of having a good nostalgia, where it's not limited into the past, right? Some people can be nostalgic of their past 150 years ago. Yeah. Other people, as soon as you go back 50 years ago, goes, oh fuck, we were enslaved in our own country. 60 years ago we were enslaved in our own country. 100 years ago, oh shit, it was just taking us from one side to another. Things like that. So nostalgia for you, not you personally, but
I don't know.
Not you personally, but for someone.
My gran she was in a matchbox factory, you know.
Nostalgia for someone.
Yeah.
You know that black people. I'm gonna ask him.
But we're talking as a collective now, right?
Yeah.
As a collective, nostalgia for the people of our countries is different from the nostalgia of people from these countries, right?
Yeah, but that's an illusion, though, no?
It's not an illusion. It's facts, because when we reminiscing about the past, when we try to go back into the past about what our ancestors have done,
yeah, try and bring in the ancestors.
There are elements that happen where white supremacy was always present for 500 years plus.
I know, but I'm just saying the energy what we're putting into this white supremacy is gonna drive me. I'm like, yo, you're making me feel enslaved right now.
Because you're speaking to people who spend time to research, and then to educate people on the subject, right? But if you are this kind of person that don't want to give a history about it,
I know. Listen, I'm fully no, but this is what I'm not. No, this is my next part of the question. Do you believe that you're mentally enslaved?
No.
Do you believe that I'm mentally enslaved?
You cannot face us face to face.
I don't know you well enough, but
you make a problem in our country. That's all what you can do. But you can't come in my face and talk to me.
A bit of a Stockholm syndrome.
A bit of a Stockholm syndrome. Yeah. Like I was trying to say, in the fact, when I say things, and I say it from a white person's perspective and that, I'm just highly aware of the fact. Listen to me. I'm highly aware of the fact that I live in England. That's why I say it from the main people who lives in this country. If I was in Japan, I'd be saying it from a Japanese point of view and saying, oh, but the people in this country feel this way, or the people in the thing. It doesn't mean that I'm trying to look back at past things that have happened to black people and say forget about it, let's move forward. I'm saying you can't change. No, not forget about it. No, I did not. Don't lie. Yeah, let's move forward. That's very different.
You said it wasn't as strong as you make it.
That's very. Alright, listen, let's move forward and forget about it. It's two different things. Yeah, alright, but when you say that I've got you feel like I've got a little bit of Stockholm syndrome, if I would have said forget about it, then I could understand why you would say that. But when I'm saying, when I say to you something like never forget, lest we forget, never forget what happened to us, and not even us, because it didn't happen to me. It never happened to me, and it never happened to you. Huh?
Do you know what the intricate parts of slavery?
No, I do not know the intricate. I can only ever imagine.
So people talking about it, and then you're, oh my god.
No.
I'm feeling enslaved right
No.
now.
I'm always willing to learn about slavery, more about slavery. Yeah.
When we talk about white supremacy, impact in our lands, you always have a sort of like an opposition to it.
Yeah. Critical thinker.
Even though that's the subject matter.
No, what you gotta understand is I'm not. What you gotta understand. What you gotta understand is I'm not approaching this.
That you feel uncomfortable with.
I don't feel comfortable with no subject. Why would I be uncomfortable?
Because every time it's been mentioned, you're trying to discard.
No, I'm saying we gotta move forward, and this is the reason. Yeah, no, and what you're taking it as. How can you? I am facing the facts. I'm saying never forget. Every time I'm talking about it, you're like, oh yeah, you feel like I'm.
It's off subject in 5 hours. Yeah, but that's the problem. The subject can't.
And the drama's done after I just took off the camera. Here we go.
Don't run away.
Don't
run away.
Don't run away.
Don't run away. You're not an Arab, you're an African. You're not an Arab, you're an African.
In the Arab countries, so they can't survive. But one day we're gonna fix our problem and we're gonna kick your ass, bitch.
One day.
Bitch.
You've had over 100 years to do it and it's failed.
Bitch.
The Ottomans, fuck you. The blacks, fuck you. The Ottomans, fuck you. The blacks, fuck you. And now it's the Jews' turn. And guess what?
Big up the blacks.
Guess what?
Big up the blacks.
Guess what?
Big up the black and the white. We together from long time.
Big up the blacks. Yes.
Go away from our land. That's it. And we're gonna live in peace.
This is
We lived in peace
Judeo-Christian
before on
lands.
you.
These are Judeo-Christian lands. So fuck off. Fuck off back to that shit off.
We will kick
There's
your
a
ass.
reason why their
We will
pyramids
slap your
are
ass.
all
Remember
ruined.
that.
My
Remember
friend
that.
here built the
Every day
pyramid.
before you sleep,
My friend here
the Arab
built
are
the
coming
pyramid.
to finger you
And what do the Arabs
kick
do?
your ass.
They leave it in ruins.
The Arab will
The
kick your
Arabs
ass.
leave it in
Remember
ruins.
it.
I rebuke
Before you sleep
I'm not
every
here to
night.
debate.
Wallahi,
I'm
we're
not here
coming.
to debate.
Wallahi,
The
we're
Lord's
coming.
already won.
You two cousins.
I'm not here to debate because the Lord
I'm
Almighty
saying in
has already
public,
won.
I will be the first
And
one.
rebuke
If the
you.
door of jihad open opposite Israel, I will be the first one to go there and bomb myself within Israel.
Hey,
I will be the
uncle.
first
This is the
one
uncle.
to go Israel.
You smoke too much.
What are they, uncle?
You don't even get work done.
Yeah.
It's the
What
problem
about
with
that?
Egypt.
What about that?
Egypt are the biggest drug
You
users.
come into my
1
country
in
and you telling me
2.5 are
don't
poor.
smoke.
1 in 2.5
It's not your
are
fucking
poor.
business.
So 1 in 2.5
You
are poor.
bitch, you bitch
Go
from
back to
Europe.
India.
Go back to Europe,
Go back
bitch.
to India.
Go back to
Go
Europe,
back to
bitch.
India.
Pussy
Go
on.
back to India.
Pussy on. We'll kick your ass.
Rebuke you,
Pussy
sir.
on.
I rebuke you, sir. I rebuke you, sir. And I cannot wait. I cannot wait.
Allahu Akbar. Allahu Akbar.
You two cousins.
Allahu
You two
Akbar.
cousins.
Allahu Akbar.
You two cousins. You two cousins, man.
Zainu start kufar is not my cousin. Zainu start kufar.
You two cousins.
But anyway, what we have to understand about Muslim friends of ours is this. They're so ignorant. They're so
Don't take your land. Don't kill children. Don't fight women. But that's all what you do, you card. You card, you pussy hole. You can come to our face, you can fight men. Come to our countries and fight us.
You've come
like
to our
before
country,
and we kick
they
your ass.
told us we're going to
We will
work.
kick your ass
We're
again.
going to work. We're going to
the
work.
Egyptians are
But what
coming
they
to
do,
kick
they
your
just
ass
smoke
again,
hashish.
bitch.
They just smoke hashish.
The Egyptian coming to you, bitch.
If you ever want an Arab worker, it comes with
We
two
will
conditions.
kick your ass out
They
from
smoke hashish
Palestine,
and get fuck all
bitch.
done.
Palestine is Arab land, pussy hole.
Palestine, Egypt,
Big
Saudi
up
Arabia,
Palestine all
Jewish
day,
land.
every day.
I cannot wait the day when we break apart this dome.
I wish
we
someone
break
opens the
apart
door
this dome
for
like
jihad
an Easter egg.
Israel
We
and
fuck its
millions to
virginity
go.
so hard. We fuck the dome's virginity so hard.
You can't fuck yourself,
we will
Baba.
destroy
We
it.
fucked you up.
We struck it.
We fucking
We
your
struck
woman
it.
still this
You
day.
fuck.
The
You are a
Israeli
90-year-old.
woman. Till this day, the Israeli women to come to Egypt
only
to fuck
Arabs.
the Egyptian men.
Oh yes, with your
Till
3-inch
this
dicks.
day.
With your
Till
3-inch
this
dicks.
day.
That's why you're so
They
much
don't
of a
know
pussy.
they say
Is
that
it
you have
because
small
your dad
dick.
is?
They
Is
say
it because
that
your
you
dad
have small
fucked
dick,
his
you know?
granddaughter?
Look at him.
That's why you're all
Look at him.
incest. Look at
Your
me.
woman's running away after us.
No, they're not.
Wallahi,
No, they're not.
wallahi, not.
There's a reason why. There's a reason why. There's a reason why Egypt. There's a reason why Egypt. They have the biggest searches for gay porn because Egypt they will fuck anyone. You see a donkey, they'll fuck a donkey. They'll fuck a donkey. Saudis come. Saudis come. You know you have small dicks.
You know why?
When the Saudis have to come over just to fuck your women so they know it's worth right. You know you have small dicks.
Talk about Israel.
When
Talk about Israel. You kill children. You post your. You took it to parents like that.
Right.
See, that's what, because you're Zionist. You talk to a woman like that. You fucking pussy hole. I told you kill woman.
Mohammed fucked his granddaughter. You know that.
Fuck you. You fucking
Mohammed
pussy
fucked his granddaughter.
Tell it to your people. Yeah.
He slumped his 3-inch
The Egyptian coming.
right in that pussy.
The Egyptian coming.
Come, and we'll wipe you out like we did last time. We'll wipe you out.
You know. After all
Mohammed came with his 3-inch Willie,
I'm gonna tell you one
put
thing.
it right into a child just to make it feel.
I will tell him one thing. Gonna finish all this debate. To be honest, listen, you pussy hole. That's it. I finished the debate.
Listen, they give us a headache. They're fucking cousins.
They're cousins.
They're cousins.
You know
Go to hell. Let them
that's
go,
what I said,
go to hell.
Cousins, yeah.
Oh, if you want to fight with your cousin, go find a way
Cousin,
out.
it's not my cousin.
His cousin.
It's not my
Arab
cousin.
Yahudi.
Yahudi. I said Arab Yahudi.
The way that there had been before, land was demarcated, the Magna Carta that time you have to say thank you. But I feel like, and then it got worse. Then it got worse. It got worse
because I feel like my friend here, you're uncomfortable talking about certain things.
I'm not uncomfortable about nothing. I'm talking about a system. I understand the system. I understand.
But then you're taking it to heart.
I know, but what you're doing, what you're doing. I don't take nothing to heart.
Started with the herds people. Started with the herds people. The herds people.
What's the herds people?
Well, they're the Judeo-Christian religion. It's the herds people's religion. Now, we never were meant to take milk. We were never meant to take milk from the teats of another mammal. Now, the milk consumption. Most people are lactose intolerant around the world. The people who started taking milk only like 10,000 years ago. They're part of the Aryan race that came down the Nile, that came down into the Indus, and all the Judeo on animal slaughter, all that kind of stuff. And it wasn't known. The majority of Asia, and that's why they're not lactose tolerant. They're not lactose tolerant.
Can I say something? Wait. No, stop.
So those religions are the herds people's gods.
No, you're not talking about
they're the patriarchy, the beginning of the patriarchy.
No.
The beginning of the patriarchy.
No, stop.
Hold on. Let me go back to his point.
You're talking about lactose intolerant, and you're trying to say that I'm scared to talk about things.
Northeast Africa, which I believe Israel is part of it as well, yeah? We're always used to slaughter animals.
Yeah. I'm talking about the Middle East, Europe, the Middle East, down the Nile, across through Afghanistan, down through the Khyber Pass, down into the Indus. Scripture, from Scripture.
Look, I'm talking about what's going on. I forgot what I was going to say.
The herds people's culture. The herds people's culture. The herds people's culture.
Yeah, I remember. Listen.
I'm a Hebrew. I'm not a herds people.
It's herds people, Hebrew. You're not talking about. Listen.
I won't let someone define who I am.
You can't say things like this.
I'm not defining you. I'm just talking about.
You're saying to me that I'm scared to talk about things.
People.
Wait, now stop. You're saying that I'm scared to talk about certain things. Or I don't want to talk about certain things. I think that's wrong. Alright, not scared. Alright, not scared.
You have a tendency.
Alright, I have a tendency.
Let's move forward.
Alright, listen. You can see my face. My face is on YouTube live, yeah? And then you lot are changing the subject and talking about lactose intolerance. When really and truly, I'm in front of your face with my face. Your face ain't on the camera. My face is on the camera. So I feel that it's really a liberty. When you say to me, I'm scared to talk about certain things. I will talk about it. Alright, not scared. I'm ready to talk about anything. Next week, we'll come back. Listen to me. Look in my eye when I'm talking to you, bro. I'm willing to talk about anything, anytime. The first day that I put my face on the camera, I was willing. I made a decision. I'm willing to talk about white supremacy now.
Yeah, I'll talk
right
about
now.
Supremacy,
What about white supremacy?
What about the Rothschilds? And what about Soros and all them?
Are you willing to put your face on the camera?
Yeah. What about the Queen? Yeah. Leon, can I do this announcement at some point?
No. I am not ashamed of the gospel. We stand on our square. You can't.
We find out something today, I'm going to say it on your TV live.
Blessings.
We stand up right here and hear a fellow Israelite of mine say that Mary had sex with Jacob, so Jesus Christ is the son of the Holy Spirit. These men are blasphemous and we don't talk.
God! Yo, my brother!
Yo, content over everything.
Yeah.
So,
bless him.
Right. As I was saying to you, my face is on the camera, as you can see, yeah? Your face is not on the... No, your face... only a little... Oh, yeah, okay. Your face is on the camera now, but you didn't want your face on the camera.
No one did at the beginning.
No one. I don't mind having my face...
Shy,
at the beginning, I don't mind having my face on the camera, which means I'm willing to talk about anything. Don't get it twisted. Like, I'm not trying to protect anyone. The truth is the truth. At the end of the day. Do you understand what I'm saying? And when you come across and you say, I can't even remember my point.
Stockholm.
Yeah, Stockholm syndrome. And your face. No, but listen, see? I'm not blaming no shit. Listen, I'm a critical thinker, bro. Listen, that's how you diagnose me. you diagnosed me as possibly having Stockholm syndrome by not because I love my oppressor. I don't see. All right. Listen. I don't see me living in this country and the people, not the government, as my oppressor. The people in this country are not my oppressor. The government in this country are my oppressor, but they are also. Wait, let me finish. They are also the oppressors. No, let me finish. No, let me finish. I learned a lot about Speaker's Corner. I've got to get my point across.
We talk about the system and then we can't even talk about
the people in this country are also oppressed as well, regardless of race, creed, thingy. The people, the classes, the lower classes, in my opinion, this shit's got fucking.
Because let's take precise
continue on content over everything, yeah?
Into the night, into late. Have you got much more battery?
Precise when we talk about certain things, yeah? Because you're mixing the people and people being oppressed.
And I still get the chance to make this announcement.
White people being oppressed, so-called white people.
I've been very patient.
I'm talking about a system of white supremacy.
All my crew disappeared already.
System. I understand the system. Yeah. We've got to separate the system from the people, though. We've got to separate the system from the people, because when you talk, it sounds like you're talking about the system.
Because you have a lot of assumptions. Because you process the emotional side. Again,
nah, not emotional.
Yeah, it's important, the emotional side, though, as well.
That comes from the emotional side. You know what I mean?
I'm not too emotional.
That's the reason why I was asked to state, to be precise, and stick to what we're talking about. Yeah? We're talking about this system that's ravished the entire world until today.